Hello and welcome again. Good to know you're there. Thank you so much for your previous watch time. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking, following, and sharing. Now we are already solving questions in Surds. We are doing questions on multiplication of Surds. We decided to go back a bit to make it a bit simpler. So what we have here is actually simple, but then with due respect to others, because what is simple to some may be difficult to others. So we may not outrightly say it's simple, but then with respect to others, let's just walk and see how we go through this. So we'll take it one by one. We'll take the first question quickly, and the first is root 10, square root of 10 times 3 root 2 times root 20. Remember from the previous class, and please, if you missed the previous videos, please go to the previous videos and see how we've done this. So what is root 10? What is 10 first of all? 10 is the same thing as 5 times 2 or 10 times 1. So this would not be necessary, so we just do 5 times 2. So when we have this, we'll say this 10 will be represented by 5 times 2. Is that okay? Fine. Then this 3 root 2 is the same thing as 3 times root 2. And then this is 20. This times this root 20. What is 20? 20 is the same thing as is same thing as 20 times 1, which may not be necessary here, and then 10 times 2, and then 4 times 5. Whether you say 1 times 20 or 20 times 1, the same thing. 2 times 10 is 20, 10 times 2, or 5 times 4, 4 times 5. But there's a reason why we put here, from what I did in the last class, the last video, that the one that you know have a perfect square root is better to put first, because you may have to find the square root and bring it down this way. Actually, this particular 3 was originally square root of 9. So the square root of 9 was what gives this 3. So we go on now. So this is now going to be, we'll choose this won't work because this doesn't have a perfect square root. 20 doesn't have, 1 doesn't have, 10 doesn't have a perfect square root, 2 doesn't have a perfect square root, 4 has, but 5 doesn't have. So we're going to use this one that have at least 1 out of the pair. So 4 times 5. So let's go. In this place, this doesn't have a perfect square root. So just open it up. So let's open it up. This is the same thing as saying root 5 times root 2. This square root covers this one. Then times 3 times root 2 times, okay, let me go separate this. 4, okay, times root 5. So what do we have? We have root 5 times root 2 times 3 times root 2 times this one coming to the square root of 4 is what? 2. So root 4 is there, so times 1, 5. So what do? You see that 5 and 5 are the same. So we just, let's call it collecting like terms in quotes. So bringing those ones who are close together. So 3 and 2 look alike. Why? Because both of them don't have squares. So bring them square root signs. So bring them together. So this is going to be 3 times 2. So this and this are done. This and this done. Then the next square root 2 times this square root of 2. If you like, use the 5. 2 times the square root of 2. So this and this are done. Then this one and this one times the square root of 5 times the square root of this 5. Let's see, hope I've not missed out any in the process. Let's see. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 and 5, 2 and 2 and 3. This and this. So this is what we have. This is rearranging it. Okay. So if you like, you collect it like times connected. So 3 times 2 is what? 6 times square root of 2 to this. Now let's bring it together. This is the same thing. Put the 2 of them into 2, 1, please. Right? Good. And then times I know some people will just listen, and this just simply say this, yes, that means we'll jump in steps. Now I'm taking it slowly because of those who do not understand. This is the square root sign, this is the square root sign. Automatically they just become 2, not automatically. But actually what was done is that you bring the 2 swaps, and since the both of them are the same thing, you can just imaginarily bring the square root sign to cover here. So that's what we've done here. So they both share, bring their food together into one plate, in quotes. So this is going to be 6 times the square root of 2 times 2 is what? 4 times 5 times 5 is what? 25. Let's come here so you see it quickly. So what we have here is what? 6 times the square root of 4 is what? 2. And then the square root of 5 is what? 12 to 25 is what? 5. So what do we have? 6 times 2 is 12. And 12 times 5 is what? 60. So the final answer is 60. So, if you have a question you don't understand, please let me know. But meanwhile, try your hands on this. In the next video, we're going to see how to solve this. I want to thank you for staying tuned. Let's meet again in the next class. Bye for now.